Did I tell you guys I have 11 siblings? No? Alright, let's make a quick rundown on them. So, to begin this whole empire of sibling, we have sibling number one, Joe. Fake name, by the way. As you can see, I draw him as an asshole because he kinda was one. Why? If you watch my short, which I hope you did, he was the one who wanted to cheat on his girlfriend because they were not married. He also was pretty distant with us. He never talked to me, like he was that dismissive. So, not the best person to be around, okay? So, next on the list, sibling number two. I'm gonna call him Marcus, I don't know. So, as you can see, he was pretty nice. Despite the fact that we were half sibling, he always made an effort to be friendly with us and was always nice to me, despite us rarely meeting. Like, I met him like what? 2 times in my life. So, we are not that close, but he was at least nice to me. Next on the list, sibling number three, who is a girl this time. And I am unfocusing again. Focus, thank you. Who is a girl this time, and I'm gonna name her Rose, because why not? Actually, I'm not gonna talk about it right now. I wanna talk about it later, because there's a funny story about it. Trust me, it's low-key hilarious. Next on the list of siblings are the three NPCs, because I didn't interact with them enough to know them. I don't even remember the name, so I'm not gonna give them a fake name too. Like, I just met him once, that's why I remember them, and I remember him because he was the fat one. That's it, he was the fat one, that's why I remember him. As you may have understood with that part with Marcus, I think that's how I called him, Marcus. Yeah, with Marcus, we are half sibling, aka this sixth kid are my dad's kid from his previous marriage. But I didn't know that. How did I know that? How did I find out about this? Let's see. It low-key kinda led to a funny interaction with my mom. Honey, who are these kids? They're my son from my previous marriage. But you told me you were never married before. Well, I lied. So yeah, my dad lied to my mom about him having children and stuff, and I said they were his children from his previous marriage. Actually, no. These children were the kids of his first wife. He's Muslim. He can have up to 4 wives or something like that. So these kids were his first children from his first marriage. Problem was, when he and my mom met, she told him she didn't want to marry someone who had a first wife. He lied to her face and told her that he was never married before. She said yes, it's only after they got married with the rings and documents signed and stuff that he told her that yes, he had a previous wife and that his entire family hated my mom because they think that she stole him from his first wife. That man is the devil! That tangent aside, it's time to talk about my 2 other half-siblings. Yeah, I have 2 more half-siblings. Who would have thunk it? So, on the next list of half-sibling, we have unknown character. But why is he named unknown character? Isn't he your sibling? You should know him, right? Like, how can you not know your sibling and yet still know he exists? Well, there is a pretty simple answer to that after all. Complicated, but simple. Oh no, your brother's dad is dead. What? That's dead? What? No, I mean, your brother's dad. Okay, I need to explain you something. I was married before I met your dad. So I had a son with that guy, and now he's dead. But why didn't you tell me I have a sibling? Well, your dad made me promise to never see that kid again, or else he would leave me. And in Africa, a divorced woman is the worst thing on earth. He truly is the devil. So, like previously said, and I'm not focused again, thank you. So, like previously said, my dad is the embodiment of the devil. Which is incredible how he married my mom, who, look, is an angel. At least I got that trait from her. Again, to showcase you how evil my dad is, it's time to talk about sibling number I don't know. The bastard child. But why is he called the bastard child, you may ask? Well, again, my dad is the devil. So it all began when my dad started cheating on my mom with a woman. That woman got pregnant. He tried to dip out, but she said nope, and surprise, surprise, showed the child to everyone in the family. My mom got upset. She did her research and found out that this woman was actually my dad's cousin's wife. He fucked his cousin's wife. Do you want to know what the worst part is? That cousin came up to my dad to ask him for marital advices. He came up to my dad to ask him, how does he make my mom so happy? Because my mom is always so happy. And his wife is unhappy with him and stuff. So he went to my dad to ask for advice. Meanwhile, my dad was the one and only reason his wife was unhappy with him, because he was fucking her. But the funniest part about this whole interaction was when my mom showed a picture of this lady to all of our relatives, they were like, is it me or she's kind of ugly? Like, they were all laughing because she was so ugly. And I saw the picture of the woman, was like, you really left my mom for this? Like, this is why you left my mom? Be freaking for real right now. I need to talk about how my dad got this woman. Like, the way he got my mom and that woman was simple. He was a high officer in a police department, and he would use his grade, I don't know, to influence this woman, promising like heaven or stuff like that. Like, if you marry me, you will get heaven or you will get promoted and stuff like that. He was a predator. But that man is a predator. Like, I low-key kind of feel bad for that kid. Like, he didn't ask to be born. He didn't ask to have this god-awful parent. And yet, here it is. He's gonna have a hard time in life. Oh my god. I don't even know if it's a guy or a girl. That's how obscure that thing is. Oh my god, I called it a thing. I'm so sorry. So, like I promised a few minutes ago, I'm now gonna talk about sibling Rose, the girl one. So the way I met Rose was during a trip me and my dad was going on to see my grandma, and we picked her up at a random woman's house. I didn't know who this woman was, and I didn't know who this girl was. I just know that my dad wanted us to pick her up, and I was like very young, like so young I don't even remember how old I was. So after we picked her up and we're going on our merry way, my dad pulled up at his gas station and wanted to put up some gas on the car. And we were alone, and she asked me, hey, how do you call this guy? I call him Daddy. Oh, I see. So a few minutes after my dad finished the stuff at the gas station, he came out to the car and this funny interaction happened. Daddy, can you buy us something from the gas station? The fuck? The fuck are you calling my dad? What the fuck do you think you are? This is my dad, not yours. Like, ever since she became my op, I could not stand her face. Like, who are you calling my daddy dad? Like, I don't know who you are, but I do not like it. She would always try to chit chat, and because we have like hours of drive until we reach grandma's place, and was like, I do not know who you are, and I do not want to talk to you. She didn't even notice that I was avoiding her. That's how innocent she was. Like, even when we reached our grandma's place, I was like, why the fuck you hugging my grandma like that? Get away from her. It's so funny how I was crushing out. Like, this is a random girl. Like, so once we reached grandma's place, it was time to put our luggage and baggage in her bedroom because her house wasn't that big, so it was the only place where we could place it. So my dad went like, "Okay, kid, be kind to grandma." Yes, I did. Yes. She was like, next time she was like, "So do you plan on doing something?" Girlfriend, why are you calling my dad dad? I do not know who you are. Why are you calling my dad dad? He's my dad. Leave him alone. Okay. She just went, I call him daddy because he's my dad too. Ooh. 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 So that was when she told me that this random woman, that I thought was a random woman, was actually my dad's first wife. And we came to pick up his daughter so we can see our grandma. I was like, oh, this is fucked up. The weird part was, nobody in my family ever thought it would be a good idea to tell me and my siblings, I have more siblings by the way, yes, 11, I promise, 11, that my dad was married before, and like even we weren't aware of the full information. To give an idea of how out of the clue we were, we genuinely, when I told my sibling that I met our half sibling Rose, she was like, actually, mom is the first wife. No, she's not. Mom is the second, or else she would not be married to dad. She promised she would leave him if he ever tried to have a second wife. No, I mean, a third wife. A second. Did I spoil something? I think I kind of spoiled something. Anyway, so that's how Mr. For me and my sibling were. Like, these people did not even try to make us informed of this whole situation. I just thought these children were just random people that we met because we have a lot of quote unquote aunts and uncles, real aunts and uncles, so I thought they were our cousins and stuff. But no, they were all 5 siblings. It's just that the family is fucked up. So, please focus. So, now is the time to talk about my favorite set of siblings. My full siblings. So, on the list of my full siblings, we have Octavia, who is a year younger than me. She always hated that fact. And that girl, woke. That lady is woke. I am pretty liberal, but she has another level of wokeness to her. Next on the list was Patricia. I always liked Patricia. She's like 4 years younger than me, and everyone says she's the one who looked the most like me. So we always vibe compared to her and her wokeness. She's a bundle of joy, and then came, and my camera is not focused, and then came brother Mike. He's the youngest of my siblings and a whole 7 years younger than me. He was the best thing that happened to me. When I only had these two, I was so alone because they were the girl doing girl thing, and I was just the boy doing boy stuff with no one. I felt so alone until he was born. I was like, fine, I have a little brother to play with, someone who can be my friend. And remember, I didn't spend time with my other half sibling. So he was the best thing that happened to me. I was so happy to meet him. You have no idea until he tried to kill me. Due to my mom having been the victim of a lot of betrayal. Her first husband was abusive, and now she's with my dad. She was always afraid of me and my sibling going outside, so we rarely spent time outside and only had us as playmates. So we were always so close to one another. Even as time went on and we grew up, we were always close and having fun. I miss those times. Honestly, it's so good to have your own sibling as your best friend. That's something people should always cherish. I remember the time we would always run in the backyard of our house, not caring about if tomorrow would be Sunday or schools and stuff, because we had one another. I also remember this time where we would always try to jump thinking we can reach the sun. Like, if we jump high enough, we can reach the sun and grab it. And we watch a lot of cartoons, so we were so naive at that time. And again, summer vacation, just chilling in the sun with our glasses, having fun, thinking about what we would do next, always being close to one another. Those times were so peaceful. Honestly, having sibling might be one of the best things I've ever had. Like, I don't even know how to express this feeling. Just knowing that there are these people on my back, even though we will always try to annoy each other and we always fight. We are not perfect siblings. We are human after all, but those times were blissful. And due to some political complication, I can never see my siblings again. Uh, Actually, it's been like a full entire year since I saw them. I miss them a lot, and just so you know, even though your sibling might annoy you, think about the best thing you may have in the future. This video is actually making me tear up, like oh my god, I didn't plan for that. I just thought it would be comical. Damn. So yeah, that's my video on my siblings and my family. Please go give a hug to a sibling for me. That'd be nice, thank you.